Okay, we have an execution system. We've put some files up on DesignSafe from our desktop. We have created an app. Now it's time to actually run the app. So we're going to run the app with the file, the MPI file that I put in demo 2. So how do we do this? This is where the job service comes into play. So we're going to create a file. That file, we're going to specify our input directory and our program file. The input directory is where, when we were playing with the files, we put the mpi.c. So that's going to be our input directory. Our program file is the mpi thing.c. The app ID, that's the application we just created. And of course, you want to change the URL to somewhere else other than me. So to submit the job, once we've created that file, it's just TapisJobs submit minus capital F, submit MPI, and then we can keep checking on the status of the job until it's finished. Once it's finished, we can start looking at the results, see if it worked. So this is actually what's going to happen. So Tapis first SSHs into the storage system where we have all our files, and it moves them across then to the execution system into that scratcher where we told it to put the files. Then Tapis will SSH into the execution system itself, create the Slurm job, create that submit.sh, and submit it. Then Tapis is just going to monitor the execution. It's going to watch until that job is finished. When the job is finished, Tapis is going to go back to the execution system and then send the files back to the storage system where we can have a look at them. So when finished, if we do a TapisJobs show -f with the JSON, we're going to send the output to JSON. We give it the job ID again. We will find out where it actually stored the data, and then we can go to DesignSafe and go get the files list, have a look at them. We can files download. So here's that file, some clone submit. We're going to just edit this file, clone submit. So here's the thing. I call this MPI compile sim center. That's what I called my app. I put it in demo 2, and I MPI pi 1 minute, and I think that's all I have to edit. So the file name, the program file that I put in demo 2 when I was playing with the file system, that's there. I've got MPI compile sim center, that's my application name, and I'll just call this example. I'll just give a name for this. We'll just call this run 2 or run 1. Okay, now the way to submit it, TapisJobs submit -f clone submit .json. There we go. The job is being accepted to run. So when you get that message, it means that all the JSON was correctly formatted. And then we can Tapis apps. Let's have a look at help. I forgot the status. Tapis apps show, probably. Tapis apps show. We'll look at this. Copy this big long number. Okay, no application, so that's the wrong one. Tapis apps. Oh, sorry, it's TapisJobs. Where am I? It's late. Status. TapisJobs status. Control V. See how long this job is doing. So it's actually queued. So this could take a while. It's a very small job. We're only asking for a minute. One node. If it's queued, it means there's a bunch of jobs sitting there. They can't find a node to run. Okay, I've been off editing the video, so hopefully this job is done now. Yep, there we go. So TapisJobs show -f two-way JSON file, JSON, what is B? Okay, there's lots of stuff in here. The stuff we want is where it puts the data, which is archive path on my archive system, design safe storage. So Control C that. Okay, Tapis files list, Gabi, SimCenter, design safe, .storage, .default, /bin, show me some files. We want the out file. So we're going to Tapis files download, Control A this. We want that run. It took me 10 minutes to edit that video. Control C, back down here, /v. So we'll download this run file to the current directory, and then we can see if we got pi correctly calculated. Okay, so I should have a run file. There it is. Let's Emacs that run file. There we go. Oh look, there's pi, yay. So we calculated pi correctly. Just quickly, remember I put those ls pwd. So here's where we start. Remember we set scratch. That's where we set our scratch directory originally when we created the execution system. So this is where it put the jobs. This is where the job runs. If you were to SSH into Frontera and check this directory, you would catch the job. If you need to figure out what's going wrong with your job, you can log in while it's running and catch this directory and see what's up. So we did an ls when we were in there, when we started the thing. So demo2, so what, I remember what Tapis did, it copied demo2, that input directory. So and it also copied the execution, all the files that were in the container. So there's that wrapper.sh, just a test. So these files were in the container, the test and the wrapper. So copy them to this directory. It also copied demo2. Then we cd'd into demo2, which contained this, and then we ran wrapper, and all wrapper did was mpicc this file, and then ibrun a.out. So that's the status. We got pi when it was finished. So we have a successful Tapis job submission. Actually, before I go to bed, let me show you. This is all available through the Design Safe. Remember, we went into Data Depot. We could see our applications. You'll see I have a bunch of applications. One of which is my rather stupidly named NPI compile SimCenter. So there it is. So there's that wrapper.sh and test. So these are those two files that got copied over. If I open up wrapper.sh, you see the stuff I put in. So let me close that. So another place I want to show you, if we go to the workspace under Tools and Applications, if I click on this left bar over here, I'll see the jobs I've submitted. And here's that run one we just ran. So if you click on More Information and you click on View, you see that the job finished. Click on View. It'll take you to the directory. And this is that directory we just downloaded the files from. If you come in here, there's that run1.out. And we'll see there's our pi again. There's our number.